week 3 of the program. We're going to be hitting an upper body strength workout today. I hope that if you are brand new to this, go back to week 1 and start right at the basics. Every single week we progress into new technique, work on our form, and build upon a really strong foundation. So really important to start at week 1, day 1, and then work your way through the program. And then as you move through, there's going to be people that are on week 11 or 12 of Balance with Bells, and people just starting right out at day 1. So we're all on our own journey, so don't worry about that. With that being said, I'm ready to get into it, ready to get warm. We're going to go through the 6 components of an effective workout this morning. Like we do in every single class, you'll start to know the structure a little bit better and be able to just move through it without too much thought for your warm-up, connection, all that, and then getting into our main lift and our accessory work and all that good stuff. So I will meet you on the mat. Today you're gonna need your mat, water bottle, and a couple different kettlebells. For our movement prep, we're gonna get down on the ground first into tabletop position, jumping into beast right away, so knees about 1 inch off the ground. All right, belly button to spine. Nice big exhale here, and really contract the core so that you feel nice and stabilized. And then we're just gonna do some shoulder taps here, nice and quick, side to side, keeping the hips parallel to the floor. Okay, 10 reps here. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Walk it in and stand it up. Getting into what's called a plank drag. Grab a kettlebell, probably a lighter kettlebell. We're just warming up here. And we're gonna get into a plank position and then drag the kettlebell through from one side to another. Okay, so down on the ground. Again, activate the core, reach through, and drag the kettlebell across to the other side. Okay, plant that other hand down. Drag it back through. Okay, 10 reps here again. Good, remembering to breathe. Tuck the bum, core tight. Good job, 2 more. And 10. Nice work. Remembering with your plank drags to keep those hips parallel to the ground. Getting into a crab reach, you're gonna be down on your bum. Plant those feet hip width apart. Stabilize with one arm in the back, and then your other arm is just gonna be vertically in front of you, and we're gonna push with the hips first, and then reach back, feeling that stretch through the hips, through the back, and a nice rotation of the spine. And come back down nice and slow for 1. And 5 reps on this side. For 2. For 3, squeeze the bum at the top, open those hips. And 4. Good, last one. Push through the heels. Nice big stretch and down. Good. Work that wrist out. Opposite hand is back. And ready to push with the heels. Lift the glutes. All right, let's go for 1. And 2. And last one for 5. Push with the heels. Nice big stretch. And back down. Good job. All right, last exercise for movement prep is going to be our halo. You can do a standing or kneeling halo. I'm going to go from kneeling today. So we're just going to pick that kettlebell up into rack position, elbows tight, and bring it to the right side, to the ear, elbows up, other side to the ear, and back down. Good, keeping the ribs tucked, core engaged. Exhale in the rack. Good, nice fluid movement to the side, back, elbows in, side and down. Let's go for 2 more. Nice and loose in the shoulders. Awesome, and back. All right, now we're gonna get into our CNS connection. So this is where we get the heart rate up, the blood pumping, and ready to put in some serious work today. So we're gonna start with our pogo jumps, which you guys should be familiar with, and then jumping it down into a plank, into a prying squat, back and forth for 10 reps. All right, so let's get our pogo jumps going. Light on the toes for 20 jumps, pushing through the floor. Let's go. Good stuff, shake it out. Right down into your plank on the ground. Plank position, we're gonna jump it in, into our prying squat, push those legs apart, and jump it back out. Jump it in and down, push those legs apart, and right back in. Good, sit the bum through the legs, warming up those hips and knees. Exhale, 1 more rep. Into plank. Good job, stand it up. Right into our pogo jumps for 20. Let's go. Good job, shake it out. Back down on the ground. Let's do 5 more of our plank into prying. Core tight, ready to go. Jump it in, push those knees apart, and jump it back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stand it up. Woo! Good job, shake it out, grab a drink. All right, let that heart rate come back down. We are moving into number 3, our technique. So while you are catching your breath and grabbing a drink, I am going to grab a kettlebell and we're gonna go over the switch swing. So last week we learned the 1-arm swing. So you're coming for your 1-arm swing, you're coming back from the bell. Bell is in the middle, handle turned to 45 degrees to the toe. Nice grip on the medial or inner portion of the kettlebell, okay? So we're not way out here, you're in the middle, nice and close. With your 1-arm swing, same ready position on a tilt, okay? Keeping that bum in position, hike it back, drive it up. Okay, unilateral movement here. So keeping it midline with the core and back, okay? So we learned that last week. If you'd like to take a set here, practice your 1-arm swing through a few times, doing maybe 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Take that opportunity now to just give yourself a little refresher, okay? 45 degrees, ready position, hike it back for 1. Good, and reset. Change your angle. Grab on the inner portion of the bell, thumb towards you. Okay, ready position. Bum stays at this level, so we're not going up here while we're hiking the bell. Okay, nice and flat. Hike it back. Last one. Good, and rest. Good stuff, shake it out. All right, so now today we're gonna learn the switch swing. So this is our next progression of the swing. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna grab a lighter bell just so I can show you guys. So with our switch swing, our switch always happens at the top of our swing. So when we're doing a single arm swing and we get to here, this is where we are going to switch our hands. And when we're switching, we're always going over top of the working arm. So I'm gonna reach over top and grab onto the handle where it's open. So if I'm at the top of my swing here, and I'm on this side of the handle, because that's how I got ready at the beginning, I'm gonna reach over top of my kettlebell and grab on to the opposite side that has room for me to grab. All right? And once I'm grabbing this side of the handle, this hand is free to let go. One of the main things that I see people struggle with is their timing on switching. So when that kettlebell is up in the air, right after the hip thrust, there's a moment in time where the kettlebell almost feels weightless. It's just gone up, and gravity hasn't quite had an opportunity to force the kettlebell back down again yet. And that is the perfect moment to grab on and switch sides and bring it back down. If you're trying to switch when the kettlebell is already on the way down, you're gonna have a hard time and you're gonna feel the impact of that bell going back through your legs, in your back more than you need to. Okay, so what I want you guys to do first, just to kind of get the hang of it, is we're gonna do a one arm swing. We're gonna do 3 reps for 1, 2, and 3, and then we're gonna switch over top, right back into it, 1, 2, 3, with a switch at the top. All right, so then we're not switching every single time that we're doing a swing. We have 3 reps to gather our thoughts and make the switch. Okay? If you're ready to go, ready to try it, you can do this with me. If you want a demonstration, then you can go ahead and watch. Okay, hand to the inner portion of the handle, ready position, swing it back for 1, 2, 3. We're gonna switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch at the top. All right, give that a go. I want you guys to do it 2 times through. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. And then one more time, getting both sides in twice. Okay? All right, guys, all together. Turn that kettlebell. Thumb faces you. Ready position. Let's go. Switch. 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 Switch and reset. You want to have enough weight behind the bell so that you are forced to use your hip complex to get the bell up there, so that it's so heavy that that's kind of the only way you can get it up, so you're not compromising with your arms. All right? All right, into our switch swing. Now we're gonna go for a switch at the top for every rep. All right, so swing it up and switch, back down, up, switch, back down. All right, back and forth. Go for 6 reps here. We're gonna do 4 sets in total. 6 reps, so 3 on each side. Into your ready position. Hike it back nice and close for 1. Switch, 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 and reset. Good. Lots of stuff happening through there. Lots to think about on the switch. I hope you're getting that feeling of the bell coming right to the top when you overhand that switch and back down. Okay? Really good. Thinking about the hip complex moving forward with lots of explosive movement. So yeah, things are getting a little bit more difficult, a bit more challenging, but you guys got this, all right? You got to put in the time and the reps and you will get there. All right, set number 2. Let's go. Ready position, hike it back. Switch at the top. And reset. Awesome work. All right, set number 3, we got 2 more to go. Okay, turn that bell to a 45. Hand on the inside, thumb faces you. All right, bum nice and low. Glutes are loaded, glutes are firing on an angle. Let's go for 1. Switch, 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 and reset. Good. Let's jump into our last set here with the switch swing, and then we'll get into our main lift, okay? All right. 45 degrees, ready position. Glutes are loaded. Let's go. Nice tight core at the top. And switch. And rest. Good stuff, guys. Way to go. If you are ever feeling like something is not right with your movement pattern or you're having a hard time, take a video of yourself and send it to me or tag me in it, send it to me privately, whatever, and I would be happy to give you some feedback on how you can improve for the next workout, okay? Because like I said, each workout, we're learning something new, moving quite quickly through this, so we want to be ready for next week. All right, guys, we are going to get into our main lift today. It's going to be a single arm floor press from the ground into a seated position. So our torso, our upper body is actually going to come off the ground before we go back down to get us ready for the Turkish get up that we're going to be learning soon in the program. All right, so down on the ground, we're going to start with our left side, or I'm going to start with my left side. The working side, the leg of the working side is going to be up to support you, have a little bit of leverage to be able to get that torso off the ground, okay? So down on your back, grab the kettlebell, rack position into the chest, all right? Drive up through the floor. We're going to push with our foot and cross. It's almost like the bell is coming across our torso to give us that pull that we need to drive ourselves up off the ground, okay? And then we're gonna slide it back down, okay, using the core, nice, slow and controlled, and back down. That's for 1, all right? Drive the kettlebell up, floor press, bring the bell across your body, push with your foot, push with your hip, drive it back up. Slow and controlled back down, exhale, and drive it back down, all right? For 2, we got 3 more reps here, 5 on each side. Drive, push, and up. Elbow stays nice and straight. Come back down, rack position, one more rep, push hard, drive through, elbow stays locked, looking at your bell, cross your body, use your foot, come to this nice, strong position at the top, slow and controlled back down, using those abs, and rack it. Good job. All right, coming around the head. Okay, getting your kettlebell in rack position, mounting this foot on the floor so it's ready to work, all right? Using the hip, torso, everything to get yourself up off the floor, all right? Wrist nice and tight, drive the bell overhead, lock out the elbow, pushing across your torso into seated position, nice and strong. Reach that arm back, engage the core, slow and controlled back down. For 2, keep that elbow locked. Exhale, drive across, sit it up. Good, slow and controlled back down. Good stuff, guys. One more rep. Drive hard. Push across, up, and exhale. Down nice and slow, and rest. If you haven't worked with the kettlebell overhead before, and you're a little bit nervous with something, if your lightest kettlebell you have is the 8-kilo kettlebell, you can start with something as light as a sneaker or a shoe or just an object. You can start with a 5-pound dumbbell or a 10-pound dumbbell, wherever you're at in your fitness, okay? So it's always nice to have a little bit of the load behind your movements so that you know that you're kind of working the right body parts. But for this, I really don't want anybody to get injured. It's easy to lose focus and have that bell to kind of come back down on you. So definitely listen to your body, assess where you're at physically, and move forward from there, okay? So let's get into set number 2. We got 3 sets in total. Left arm here, leg comes up, rack your kettlebell, and let's get ready to work, all right? Driving through with this foot pushes into the floor as you press the kettlebell off your chest, all right? Coming across, driving up, slow and controlled, back down for 1. Good, 2 more. Drive. Last one. That opposite leg sticking to the ground, crossing over your torso with the bell, driving up to the ceiling, slow and controlled on your way down, and rack it in. Nice work. Good, going around the head. Rack that bell nice and tight, plant your foot. All right, getting ready to work. Mind your breathing. All right, nice big exhale at the top. And cross the body. Elbow locked. Drive, cross, lock it out, slow back down. Okay. Drive, cross, lock it out, slow back down. Okay, 2 more here. Drive and exhale. Cross and punch. Nice and tight. Drive back down. Last one. Push, cross, lock it out. Good job. Last set here of our floor press with a bit of an extension into our Turkish get up. Rack the bell, plant the foot, engage the core. Nice big inhale, exhale with the punch. Cross the body. Lock it out. Back down. Exhale with the punch. Cross. Use that foot, the hip as leverage. Use the core, punch it up. For 3, drive, push, sit it up, back down. 2 more reps, guys. All right, last one. And drive. Push. Lock it out. All right, bring that kettlebell around. All right, guys, remember when you're starting a set like this, when you're going overhead, there's lots to think about. Setting yourself, focus, think about what you have to do. Lots going on here. Let's get ready to work, okay? Let's start with our drive. Foot is planted. Chest is tight. Let's go. Drive. Push with the heel. Leverage that hip. Drive it out. Lock it up. Back down into the rack. Drive. Push. Lock. And rack. Drive. Push across. Lock. Slow back down. Good, and rack. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Slow and controlled back down. Good, rack. Get ready to push, drive. Across, up, lock it out, rack it back down. Good, let's go for 1 more rep here. If you got it, let's go. Drive, across, lock it out, and back down, and rest. So good. Okay guys, for our spice, for our accessory work today, we are going to be doing our renegade row with the kettlebells or dumbbells, push-ups from the kettlebells, dumbbells, or the ground. And then we're gonna get into a Russian twist, working the obliques. You can use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, an object, a medicine ball, whatever you prefer. All right, so it's gonna be a triplet. We're gonna do it 3 times through each exercise, rest at the end, and then again 3 times through. Okay, so for your renegade row, grab your preferred weights and let's get into our plank position. Okay, with the kettlebells, I like to keep them a little bit closer together just because there is a little bit of instability there with how high you are off the ground. All right, hips stay parallel. Let's go for 5 on each side. Last rep. Good job. Bring it in. All right, I got my kettlebells out of the way there. I'm gonna do push-ups just from the floor today, all right? So you guys just take what you need. If you wanna work off dumbbells, a lot of the times if you have wrist pain, working off the dumbbells or your fists or the kettlebells can give you that nice break of the wrist so that you're not pressing in like this into the floor, okay? All right, guys, nice and tight. Let's go. For 4, 5, 6, 2 more. Good stuff, and rest. Shake it out. All right, into our Russian twist. Grab onto a desirable weight for you. All right, if you gotta keep your heels planted on the ground, you can, or you can lift your heels off the ground. Nice big stretch. We're just tapping the weight. Okay, we're not planting it. Tap the weight, bring it across, and tap. For 20 reps here. Whew, 20 and rest. Yeah. Those feel good. All right, grab a quick drink. We want to fully recover and then back at it. 4, 2 more rounds. Ready to go. Renegade row with dumbbells or kettlebells for 10. Keep those hips parallel, butt tucked, core tight for 10. Let's go. 6. 2 more. Good job. All right, I'm gonna try to do some push-ups off the kettlebell this time. 4, 8. You can do your push-ups again from kneeling, from a wall, whatever you need. Two more. All right, right into Russian twist. You guys got this. All right, heels up if you can. Leaning back, tap that weight either side, full extension. Let's go. And 20. Whew. Breathe. It's really hard for me to talk through the ab exercises. All right, guys, we're almost done our spice. We got one more set left. This is where you really have to dig deep and push yourself. You're gonna wanna cut a couple reps short. You're feeling tired. Main thing, don't injure yourself, but challenge yourself, all right? In that last set of push-ups, I felt like I was going a little deep. I'm getting a little tired. I can feel an old injury starting to mess with me a little bit. So my push-ups I'm gonna do from the floor, a little bit wider, and yeah, we're just gonna listen to our bodies, take what we need. All right, if you're ready, set up for your row, bum tucked, core tight, hips level. Let's go. halfway there. Two more. Woo-wee. Good job. All right, into our push-ups. All right, 8 to 10 reps. For 3, 4, 2 more. Good job, guys. Drop it down to your knees. 2 more. Let's go. Last one. Push through. Nice. Finish strong in those moments that you want to give up. All right. Last exercise. Heels off the floor. Let's go. 10. 20. Whew. Love to see it. We're gonna get into our cool down now. Just something nice and easy, stretch it out, connect with our breathing, and then I'm gonna leave you guys to do some independent stretching. Into tabletop position. Spread the knees a little bit further than hip width apart, and we're just gonna sit back, grounding ourselves into our mat. Forehead on the floor, stretching through the lats and the chest. Nice big inhale, hold at the top, and exhale. Let the belly just fall to the floor, release your core, right? Feeling that stretch through the hips. I want you to walk your hands, both hands slowly over to the left side of your mat, as far as you can go. Feeling that stretch through the right side. One big breath here, inhale. And exhale. Good, walking back to neutral. Good, and walking the fingers over to the right side. Feel that nice big pull through the left side of the upper body. Good, and back to neutral. Good, pick yourself up off your mat. All round out the spine. Couple nice neck rolls here. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I hope you had a great workout. You learned something today. If you feel like this program could benefit a friend of yours or a family member, feel free to share it, and we can all join together in the gym and go through Balance with Bells together. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. So grateful for you to be here and challenge yourself and push yourself, and we will see you next time.